It must be awesome that have your Batman as the signature on the wall
Front
there.
and center, yeah, yeah. No, it's nice. The unveiling was a really fun ceremony, but yeah, driving by it is actually pretty cool. Yeah.
So I want to begin by asking you about, this Batman is clearly different than any other Batman. Tonally, the show is a little bit different. Could you talk to me about, first getting the voice together and kind of creating your Batman?
Well, I think anybody that puts on the cowl is doing a poor imitation of Kevin Conroy. He really is the ultimate Batman. But what was great about this show is that because of the lighter tone and stylistically very different from other incarnations of Batman, they kind of thought outside the box and hired somebody who does comedy for a living. And I think that if it were not taken the direction, I would not certainly have gotten the part. They probably would have cast an actor that had more of a straightforward, dramatic career. So it was a great opportunity for me.
Having that comedic background, but playing the role pretty seriously, do you feel like that sort of helps with the tone?
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately what they really wanted was somebody that could play whatever comedic element that they wanted, but could also just understood what was funny. They don't really need to explain to me what joke I'm supposed to hit and what I'm not supposed to, and when I'm supposed to be dry, when it's a setup. Stylistically, I get it. It was helpful.
Basically the show is Batman teaming up with other heroes every week. Do you have a favorite hero that comes up, recurring character, favorite maybe voice actor to work with?
I don't have a favorite. I mean, everybody says it's like your kids, but the interaction with everybody is very different. I love the competitiveness with Green Arrow. I love the kind of a joking camaraderie with Aquaman. I love the paternalistic kind of relationship, father-son sort of relationship with Blue Beetle. So for me, it's been really nice. And also, one element that was Red Tornado, because there's a coldness to Batman because he is so emotionally scarred. He doesn't reach out very much, and to actually have him play off an android sort of brought out his warmer side, interestingly enough. And I thought that was a very interesting element. Yeah.
Is there a guest actor who's come on the show that you've really enjoyed, like getting a chance? Where, in fact, I know that you were with Adam West. Is that correct? Did some stuff for an upcoming episode with him?
Adam and I weren't in the same room together, which it was unfortunate, but it would mess up the space-time continuum if we were.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you touched each other, you just turned to ashes.
There would have been a vortex, and nobody would be here right now. So, I did it for everyone, really.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure, of course.
And then finally, were you a big fan of DC? Did you know the sort of DC pantheon of characters, or do they have to sort of say, oh, well, this is what the Metal Men are, and this is what Black Lightning is?
I think that other than hardcore comic book fans, it would be hard to find someone that understood the depth of the lexicon of DC, because we've been brought up only seeing the Rogues Gallery. And I think that's kind of interesting for people that are not the hardcore fans to dust off these characters that most people don't know. And it was one of the fun elements of the show.
How much fun was the Music Meister episode?
Music Meister episode was really fun to watch. I was barely in it, so to record, I just came in and did my lines and left. And that's the only episode where that's been the case, because most of the time we read it in a semicircle, everybody together. But because it's basically Neil's show, I just came in and did my lines. I think there were like 8 and left.